But right now we're talking Hispanic because we have Monica Arias on. And Monica is the president and CEO of the Hispanic Coalition New York. And with her, she's brought Nathan Lebron on, and he is, you're on the board, and you're...
I'm the chairman.
Chairman.
Yeah.
You're the chair.
Yeah, that's why I have to wear the tie.
You've got the tie. And Nathan ran for mayor of Albany, but there can only be one winner. And
unfortunately, yes, that's correct.
So, Monica, tell me what's going on with Hispanic Coalition. I mean, and I know there's some immigration issues, and you've got a Rising Star event coming up.
Yes, we have a lot going on, and thank you so much for having us.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see you.
The last time I came was maybe during the census, was it, or a little bit? I don't remember.
Long time ago.
But the topic of immigration is always there, and yes, our chairman of the board, Nathan Lebron. We have a full board, and Nathan is going to be really, as we move forward, he's going to be leading the organization.
Wonderful.
And I will continue in my role as the president, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And yes, we have a lot going on, and actually I want to turn it over to the chairman.
Oh.
Yes, because you know what? Yes.
I wore the tie, they have to make me talk. Yes.
It's actually wonderful because I have been the one really out there helping to promote the organization, but now that we are growing, we have staff now and we have a full board, and it's really great because
You've
it's
done
about,
a wonderful job.
It really is about, sharing this whole organization. So
it was a dream, and look how far you took it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We're doing great, and so I turned it over to the chairman.
Okay, Nathan, so tell me what you're up to.
Well, we are trying, we are embarking on a new journey for a statewide organization representing truly an interesting, diverse, and growing demographic in the state, the Hispanic population. And we're trying to do something different. We're trying to do, trying to become, as you know, we represent 19, Hispanics come from 19 countries.
I know, people think, oh, well, they must just be Mexicans, or they must just be,
from Puerto Rico.
Or Puerto Ricans,
yes, absolutely, yes.
But no.
No, 19 different places, and now they're including Brazil, so, yes. 20, that's number 20. And every group is represented in the state of New York, and they all have their own needs. And people think that obviously the highest concentrations in New York City, but we by that we're ignoring all the migrant workers that we have in upstate New York, or the farm workers that we have in upstate New York. And while we have issues that are very unique to New York City, we also have issues that are very unique to in the rest of the state.
It depends on locale.
That's absolutely correct. And so we're trying to be we want to be the most inclusive group that's out there, not really catering to just one demographic, but to all, and to really tackle these issues such as immigration, and at the same time promote this great event, the 40 on the 40, where we take either young people that are coming up and doing something great for their community, and promote them, give them accolades. And this is our third annual, if I'm not mistaken.
We got some photos. Let's show the photos, and maybe we can talk a little bit about that as we go, because I don't want to forget this. And who is this?
That's Erika Andiola. She is the keynote speaker for the third annual 40 Under 40 Rising Stars. And Erika is an amazing young Latina. She actually is from Arizona. She has been in the national spotlight recently because her mom and brother were taken by ICE, and she activated her nationwide network and calls and letter writing, and her mother is out and her brother, and so she represents that we want to highlight and that we want to promote. So she serves as a great role model. She recently was hired actually by a congresswoman newly elected in Arizona, Congresswoman Sinema. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right.
Sure
but Erika was granted deferred action through the president's initiative that he enacted last year. So she's worked very hard, and so that level of involvement, it's really to show that, if you work hard, if you do what you can for your community, that you can get places. And so she's doing what she can, she's applying, she's doing her thing. So she used
her network too.
But you know what, and that's really the one thing that the younger generation, all across the board, but these young Latinos are very motivated.
Social media.
They
certainly,
are
yeah.
just on fire, really. They are doing a lot of things that maybe our parents wouldn't do when they first came to this country
Right.
because
Well, they laid low and
yeah, exactly. So she's our keynote speaker.
Okay, and who's this?
This is Assemblyman P. Lopez from the Schoharie area. If anybody lives in the Schoharie or Esperance, which is just over the border in Schenectady, they know him very well. Mario Cuomo, and I don't remember the young gentleman's name to the governor's, but I believe he was involved with the flood, oppressor, I believe it was, during the flooding the Schoharie County. And P. Lopez has been, interestingly enough, has been a Hispanic in a rural area in the upstate New York who has successfully represented and very well represented his district. So it's not about just having a complete Hispanic demographic sending people to represent them. Now we have everybody in the state recognizing that Hispanics can be great representatives, in Albany.
Right.
And he's our honorary Rising Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he will be.
So he'll be there.
He'll be
will
there.
be at the
Yeah.
event. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there another photo? Yeah. Oh wow.
And that is just
That was from last year.
Yeah, that's from last year.
Yeah.
Just it was really hard to get all 40 of them in one picture, but this is the most of them. And this was just a picture of the last year's Rising Stars.
Yeah. How wonderful.
It was great.
So
Absolutely, it
if
was
someone would like
wonderful.
to go to that, how do they go?
So we will be, they can go to our website, www, and it's right on there, hcnewyork.com. And we'll be posting more information about the event, the venue, the time, and hopefully you can join us. And it's going to be a great event. We have great speakers, and the idea is to really bring together this very diverse group of Latinos, as Nathan
And
mentioned.
where is this going to be held?
We are going to be announcing the location
Okay.
soon, so yes,
Okay.
we didn't announce that yet.
Well, so that
Yeah.
watch the paper.
Yes, it'll be on our website, and we'll make an announcement.
Right.
yes.
Now you've got. I noticed that you've got the immigration issue. Tell me a little bit about the Syracuse family quickly.
So I was contacted 3 weeks ago now by one of my colleagues in Syracuse, and sharing the story about this family in Syracuse. The mom and dad are undocumented. The children are U.S. citizens, and the parents are in deportation proceedings.
And the kids can stay.
Now, the kids can't stay. They are leaving with the parents. Apparently there was a choice. We either take you now and you leave without the kids, or you take the kids. So the family is now
It
working
separates
on...
the family.
It separates the
correct.
family, but when you're asking if the kids can stay, if the parents leave, the kids can stay, but then they
become part of the system.
Yeah.
part of the system.
No, I understand
They,
that.
they
yeah.
would go to a foster care
That
system.
was a big issue during 9/11, where a number of the parents were foreign, but the children were born here.
That's correct.
And
That's
like the
correct.
husband died, and the mother had to go back, and
Yeah.
I mean, it was a tragedy.
Yeah, and it is, and this is something that we're trying to bring to the forefront, that these issues, this is a Syracuse family. I mean, we're talking about a couple of hours drive from here. This is not in the southwest part of the United
Right,
States
right.
where you would typically associate
Yeah.
these types of problems.
Or New
And
York City.
Or New York City, absolutely correct. I mean, this is right here in Syracuse.
Yeah.
A family who came here to work, and now the United States is in an interesting position for the first time probably in the history of actually splitting a family, whereas in the past we have always done everything that we could to keep a family,
together.
And you could there's a lot of people you can blame for this. You can blame a weak immigration policy. You could blame people for saying that they want comprehensive immigration reform, but not really giving us any detail as to what exactly that is. But when you look at a family like this, now you have a face, and it's not just a face, it's a face in your backyard.
It's a face, because it's so easy to talk about immigration as being something out there,
That's correct.
like space or
That's
whatever.
correct.
But when you put a face to it, then you realize, oh, these are real
I mean, this is a
people.
nation of immigrants, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, I
no
know, my
secret.
family.
But back in the old country, whether you were from Ireland or you were from Italy or Poland or Germany, families were breaking up all the time by choice because they had to. Okay, some of the members of the family got to come to America, and some of the members of the family did not. And those were just the circumstances. And here we're having a circumstance sort of going in the other direction, where we're trying to we want to keep the family together because this is a very American position. We're
right.
very pro-family, and yet the law doesn't allow the family to stay together. And then, like I said, this is not in Arizona, this is not in Southern California, this is not in Texas, this is in Syracuse, New York.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you're doing a lot of good work, and I love the idea of the 40 Rising Stars.
Yes.
That's really very nice. You've done this now, how many years? Did you
This
say?
will be the third year.
Third year.
Yes.
Monica has done a wonderful job. She's worked very hard, and she ran for office in the middle of all this. So this is, I can't even imagine how she did everything.
And when we talk about diversity, we talk about political diversity. I
Yeah.
mean, we have, across the political spectrum, we're very well represented. We have Republicans on the board, we have Democrats on the board, we have people that don't want to be affiliated with anything on the board.
Yes.
In terms of ethnicity, we are very well represented. Professions, we have everybody from the private sector, law enforcement, the legal side, and the community activism.
As people integrate into the community, they integrate.
That's right. That's
You
right.
just got to give them the chance.
That's right.
Yes.
That's the important thing.
That's right.
Thank you both for being
Thank you
here.
so much
Thank
for
you.
having
Please
us.
come again.
If I knew
will.
some Irish bread, we would have brought some estofado,
Yes.
de pollo, a nice chicken
didn't
stew,
know.
which goes
Next
great
time,
with this.
next time.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about Hispanic
We
food.
can do some
Yes.
Hispanic food.
Let's
We
do
would
that.
love to.
I make a great flan, by the way.
I was just going to say that.
You make a great
Yes.
And I have the Moroccan food coming on.
Oh, that's-
2 weeks.
oh.
So, a little of everything.
Nice.
You're
Fantastic.
next.
Great.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do that.
Thank you
Hispanic
for having
food.
us.
Thank you both for being here, and I wish you much success
Thank you.
with
Thank you.
everything you're doing.
The chairman.
Chairman.
Yeah.
You're the chair.
Yeah, that's why I have to wear the tie.
You've got the time. And Nathan ran for mayor of Albany, but there can only be one winner. And that wasn't
Unfortunately,
it
yes,
yet.
that's correct.
So, Monica, tell me what's going on with Hispanic Coalition. I mean, and I know there's some
Yes.
I wore the
drum
tie.
roll.
They have to
listen,
make me talk.
That
Yes.
is actually wonderful because I have been the one really out there helping to promote the organization. But now that we are growing, we have staff now and we have a full board, and it's really great because
You've
it's
done
about
a wonderful job.
It really is about sharing.
But right now we're talking Hispanic because we have Monica Arias on. And Monica is the president and CEO of the Hispanic Coalition New York. And whether she's brought Nathan Lebron on, and he is, you're on the board, and you're immigration issues, and you've got a Rising Star event coming up.
Yes, we have a lot going on, and thank you so much for having us.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to
The last
see
time
you.
I came was maybe during the census, was it, or a
I
little bit? I don't remember.
long time ago.
But the topic of immigration is always there, and yes, our chairman of the board, Nathan Lebron. We have a full board, and Nathan is going to be really, as we move forward, he's going to be leading the organization.
Wonderful.
And I will continue in my role as the president, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And yes, we have a lot going on, and actually, I want to turn it over to the chairman.
Oh.
Yes, because you know what?